Yes. At the end of your contract, right now, currently with Genesis in play, if you don't know what that is, the link will be in the description area. At the end of your 6-year contract, you're going to sit down with a retention NCO, or on active duty, they call it the RRRC. Don't ask me what it stands for, but that's the abbreviation or the acronym. All right. But with that being said, understand that at least for the National Guard, reserve may be different. They have a little bit more wiggle room, but you still are going to have the same issue regardless. If you're going to start claiming medical issues when leaving active duty and you're rated at 30% or more, anything over 30% is ineligible for enlistment into the National Guard. There, again, like I said, in reserve, a little more wiggle room. And depending on if you can actually get past medical to re-enlist into the reserve, then depending on your percentage, you'll be going to drill weekend and expected to work, but you're not going to get paid for it because you're earning too much through the disability payouts through the VA Veterans Affairs disability. So just keep that in mind. Secondly, I'm going to be doing a separate video on this, but in a nutshell, anyone who's prior service or in the service rather, currently serving on active duty, go through your leadership to directly transition from the active duty component to the reserve or National Guard. The reason being is currently right now, when you leave active duty, we have this thing called a PHA, your physical health assessment. And that's your annual medical exam. Basically, make sure you are good to go. Although it's only good for 12 months, the current policy is that when you leave active duty, you have to be able to get into the next branch of service before the 6 months are up for the Army. So if you go and go to reserve, you got to get back in contract within 6 months. After that, you have to go back to MEPS. Depending on the medical conditions that you've disclosed when leaving the military, you're going to have to go through MEPS and go through the scrutiny of Genesis and be basically at the mercy of the MEPS CMO and the MEPS medical procurement standards for joining the military. And like I said, although you can continue your service, no issues, but coming back in and you exceed those 6 months for whatever reason, you're going to run into issues where A, you're going to need a waiver, and B, you're leaving it to the powers that be determine your fate and whether you can serve again successfully or whatever. So yes, it is possible. Just go through your leadership. Don't speak to a guard or reserve recruiter that will tell you to get out and will put you back in. I am a recruiter. Recruiters do it all the time. And I don't recommend that at all because it's going to be way more of a headache, more of a risk to you as the new potential applicant looking to get back into the Guard or Reserve. So just transition from active duty straight into the Reserve or Guard. Just wanna be a mini me.